Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I have to say, I am fascinated by this couple. So Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, who apparently is going by MGK now. First of all, I can't take my eyes off them. They are just a delight for the aesthetic visuals that you get when you look at them. They're kind of wild. I don't love that Megan Fox looks a lot like Kim Kardashian right now, but that seems to be what's going on in Hollywood. I thought she was really cute initially when she was very natural looking. Now there's a lot of glamour going on. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly, pretty low key dude, pretty casual. No, I'm kidding. Like he is like all glammed out too, which is really, really wild. Aesthetically, it's great to look at. It's really titillating. Their relationship is back and forth. The Mirror. The Mirror had an article about them just yesterday. It was April 22nd. Title is Machine Gun Kelly still with Megan Fox as singer celebrates his 34th birthday. I can't believe he's 34. Like that's just so impossibly young. Apparently they've broken their engagement twice. There's a whole brouhaha because the engagement ring she has, which I want to say is really cool, designed really cool. He designed it with like little thorns on it, so it hurt when she would take it off. But like whatever, like she's not going to take it off. I never take off my ring. So there were some cheating rumors in 2022. They got back together. They were going to get married in July of 2022. But now it looks like they're kind of on the outside. She was at Coachella by herself. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And then add in that like he had a whole relationship and he seems like a really great dad with his daughter. And she was with Brian Austin Green and they have kids and they're being raised as non-binary. And like there's all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's see what's going on. Now, I feel bad because the end of this article, she did an interview with Alex Cooper, not to be confused with Alice Cooper, of whom I am a huge fan. He was on the Call Her Daddy podcast back in March. And she said the cancellation, the news of the cancellation of the engagement was accurate, but that they're not necessarily broken up. Quote, what I can say is that what I refer to as being my twin soul, and there will always be a tether to him no matter what. I can't say what the capacity will be, but I will always be connected to him somehow. Beyond that, I'm not willing to explain. She also went on to say that what she had learned from being in this relationship was that it was not for public consumption. So apologies for doing a reading on it, but the world wants to know. So she thinks of now, I don't have a comment on the status of the relationship per se. So she did advise that she knows that this is confusing to the fans and they're like, what's up? So, hey, fans, what's up? Let's go. Let's do this. So let me bring up the card view. As always, I am a tarot practitioner of over 35 years. And so I'm pretty old and crusty at this. I'm going to use the Madame Clara 5-penny tarot or 5-cent tarot. 5-cent tarot. It's a cool deck. It's a neat deck. I thought it serves them well. I struggled with deciding what deck to use for them because they are so glam. I wanted like something with sequins on it and Swarovski crystals. Just wanted something much more dramatic than this. So let's take a look at this relationship. Let's see what's going on. Five of matches, which is 5 of wands. So there's definite uncertainty as to whether we're going to continue fighting. 3 of buttons. I do think this is a therapy card because when we have 3, we have 2 people and an additional one in there who's trying to all collaborate and work together. It is upright on this deck. So I think that there's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion, a lot of excitement in this relationship. There's a lot of passion and interest in one another, but I think they need a third party to kind of tweeze that out. What's under the surface here? We have the Death card in reverse. Neither of them want to let go of this drama. Neither of them want to let go of that excitement and that thrill. Watch his Bloody Valentine video. You'll get it. You'll get it, which I think is a really good song. I do like it. It's probably the only song I know by him, but and I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a Megan Fox movie. So like I never saw Transformers. So no nothing. What is behind them and in the past that they should probably take with them or not take with them is the Fool. It's the recklessness. It's the well, not the recklessness so much, the excitement of the new relationship, that sense of adventure. That is something that I think their relationship is forged in, this excitement, this fusion and coming together, this explosive passionate energy that comes together. That is something that they need to bring to the table with them. Is that sustainable in the best of situations? It's kind of tricky to sustain that kind of intensity for over a long period of time. You have to figure out what that intensity can turn into. And perhaps this therapist situation, which they did say in the article that they were working possibly with a marriage counselor, that intensity is something, it's unmatched. Neither of them are going to go find another partner and be able to match that. So, and I think there is a component of their celebrity that's involved here, that, you know, you can be outrageous and exciting and like really, you know, go absolutely hog wild and bananas when you have that celebrity status, that celebrity kind of funding. So what is on their mind? Mind on the money and the money on the mind. 8 of matches. Again, we've got that passion there, that passion that they want to sustain. They want to keep the inferno going. So I do think that they have a vested interest in being together. You know, maybe the engagement was too much. Maybe they need to be in that new relationship vibe and not get engaged and formalize it. Sometimes that doesn't work for people. So what is immediately ahead of them? Let's see. The universe in reverse, decadence. So they remind me so much of the Capitol in the Hunger Games. Like, I think they belong there, just like aesthetically. I think they're amazing. You know, the universe is in reverse. So we're not cultivating this you know, pristine, virginal, I have to say virginal kind of spirituality, but this is like a rich, fiery, intense, I like can smell the sweat kind of intensity spirituality, you know. That is really what they're about. And a lot of people would say, oh, it's like so sinful and, you know, ugh. But I don't think so. I think this is the characterization of the relationship. It's almost an energetic celebration of, you know, what they are together. It's pretty cool. So how they see each other. 9 of Needles. In this deck, it is characterized by letting go. 9 of Needles. But I think it's more of a letting go of some of the baggage, letting go of some of the drama. You cannot replace the passionate intensity that they have. You can omit the drama, though. You can get rid of that and kind of work around the edges of that. So, you know, it's kind of a Mickey and Mallory kind of thing. So, how others are seeing them. 6 of matches. Others are seeing them as too intense. But, you know, when you're not in this relationship, you're not going to recognize the awesome parts of it. You're just not going to see that. So it's something, you know, when he says you and me against the world and no one understands us. Yes, that is a reality here. No one is going to understand them. It is going to be very difficult to pierce through that intensity bubble that they have. Hopes and fears. Queen of Needles. I believe that they are hoping that they're going to be able to find a better path of communication so that they can work together and be together in some capacity. I think these two are going to keep crashing into each other. I just think that that's what's going to happen. Total outcome, ultimate outcome, the Empress in reverse. It is a little bit of a caretaking relationship. They're kind of caretaking each other. So, some would say a codependency, but with her characterizing it as a twin flame relationship, and you guys know, if you follow my channel, how I feel about twin flames. I just don't think that there's one to one that we're chasing down for all eternity. I think there's a lot of one to ones that we work with over the course of our energetic being, not just in this lifetime. So I think that there is some dependence there, but I think it was set up for this lifetime. I think that was really why they put this together. So let's take a look at Megan. Look at Megan first. What is coming up for Miss Foxy? Ten of Buttons in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Knight of Needles in reverse, Nine of Cups, Death card in reverse. So I think that this relationship is going to reignite. I think we're going to see that. I think it's impossible for these two to stay away from each other. I think they, it's that one text, I miss you. What are you up to? Sup? And the next thing they know, they're, driving by each other's house. I'm right outside. You want me to come inside? You want me to come inside? I think there's a lot of that. And I think there's a lot, they have to fuse the passion with the thinking. And if they do that, if they calculate the passion with some logic in there, which is difficult, it's not, I'm not saying this is easy. I think that this is an opportunity for a sustain, these two, if they just stay in bed all day, they would be perfectly fine. If they just had room service bring them food and they just stayed in bed all day and worked out and took a shower, maybe every other day, I think they would be absolutely fine. They, if the world stopped tomorrow, and that was the only thing they had to do, I think life would be dandy. But I think they will get back together, but I think it's going to be the ups and downs unless they're able to balance that passion and logic together. So let's see, how about MGK? Queen of Buttons, King of Matches in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, Justice card, and the Messenger, which is a unique card for this deck. It's the 25th card. Queen of Cups in reverse. He is going to throw himself on the fire. This, if there's a past life at some point, this, I do think that he was a bride at some point who threw herself on her husband's funeral pyre, or her beloved, her betrothed funeral pyre. There is some level of martyrdom here with him. There is a desperation to cling to her. He would do anything for her. So it's curious that if he did step out on the relationship, why he would do that. The intensity of emotion that we get from this is really like quite hot to the touch. I think he is going to apologize and want me to beg you to take me back. I think he's not above that. I think he absolutely will do that. When he is not in love with her, when the love is not turned up, he gets very moody and very demonstrative about that. Not a bad thing. I do the same thing. Queen of Buttons, he is trying to prove that he is the correct guy, but he's executing it poorly with this King of Matches in reverse. He's just providing very, I don't want to say superficial, but very wispy kind of corrections to the relationship, like, yeah, baby, if you come back, we'll do this and we'll do this, and like there's no plan, but there's a goal, if that makes sense. So he'll be like, we'll go on vacation, but like, what's the plan when we get back from vacation? Like, where are we going after that? Wheel of Fortune, this is a destiny relationship. This is something that they're supposed to do. The cause and effect, the Justice card there, cause and effect is something that he has to learn in this lifetime within this relationship, is how his actions will affect others, how his actions will affect the future. So that is something that he needs to really work through. Now, the Messenger card is an interesting card in this deck. Again, it's exclusive to this deck. The Madame Clara five penny tarot has a number of additional cards in the major arcana, and the Messenger card, when it is in the upright, is the spirit guides. It's us on the other side when we're talking to our spirit guides and cooperating with them and finding out where we can go from here, or where we can go from the lifetime that we just lived. So when it's in reverse, he's not hearing those messages of cause and effect. He is ignoring them. He needs to slow the F down and listen to those voices and talk to those spirit guides, connect with them and find out where they think he should go, what he should do, to have reminders of the lessons that he's supposed to learn in this lifetime. So, and within this relationship, not just within this lifetime, but within this relationship. So really, those are things that he needs to pay attention to, rather than just throwing himself onto the apology pillow. He really needs to address the cause and effect, the root cause. Why did we get into this situation? How do we avoid having this same situation in another circumstance? So that's really what we need to do here. So interesting. So where is this situation going in the next few weeks? Is it going to be a hot girl summer, or is it going to be a hot and heavy summer with MGK? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Currently, where are we going? Want, need, get. So the want is Six of Needles, the Six of Swords. We want to overcome. We want to survive. We want to get to a good place. We want to get to a place of sanctity and survival. But what we need to do is restart. They need to really get to the fundamentals, get to those core beliefs, those core moralities, and align them and make sure that they are aligned. And also, we're going to have to throw out all of the past stuff at the same time, which sometimes is difficult for people. Some people like to hang on to information and viewed slights, those kinds of things. The Three of Matches, Three of Wands is our get. They're going to have some obstacles. So they're going to have some things that pop up. Specifically, I do think that they're going to have some young ladies pop up and say, oh, well, I did this, that, and the other thing, and I was here and I was there. I can tell you from my view, from the psychic view, I think the young gals that are going to pop up are not going to be relationships that even, register on the radar in terms of the extent of the passion and excitement within this particular union with Megyn Kelly and Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. I guarantee you a lot of people do that. So I think, if people step into the view of Megan Fox and say, hey, it was me. I was involved with him too. I was with him too. I think she really needs to take a step back and look at the scale of the thing. And she's going to find that, a lot of these young women that are popping up are not paramours. They're not somebody that was involved with him. They are, opportunists that, tried as hard as they wanted to. And part of that whole, I was involved too, is just to get her out of the way. So, she's a tough act to compete with. So, those everyday girls that are butting in there, they're just not going to compare. So this was a fun reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I've never seen a Megan Fox movie. I only know one Machine Gun Kelly song. I don't know if that's like a sign of my age or what. My son makes fun of me because I like that one song. He's like, Mom, you're such a dork. But I'm not a dork. I once upon a time I was really, really cool. And one day he'll find out. One day he will find out that I was really, really cool. Once upon a time. So I hope you guys like this. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you comment below. Tell me what you think of these two. I think they're really dynamic and amazing to look at. So, but I like to be dazzled, and I think what is it? District 1 and the Capitol are amazing places. So I want to get dressed up and wear glitter. I have glitter on my eyes right now. So all right, everybody, you have a great day. If you want your own magical reading like this, link down below. You can actually have a conversation with me and get a really cool reading and get some insight into your life and all the fun things that you have to go through and do day to day. So I will see you all soon. My poor Gregopedia has a cold or something. He's not feeling well today. So everybody send him well wishes in the comments. I'll see you all soon.